Welcome to Cam Look, your daily dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each weekday, a staff member or volunteer will present an object from the museum's permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. for a new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Susan, one of those volunteers, and today is Lincoln's birthday, his 212th if you're counting. So today I've chosen a painting by Winslow Homer, an artist who worked as an illustrator sketching the battle scenes and camp life of that war. Cameras of the age, with their fragile glass plates, were ill-suited for the rough and tumble army life, so drawings filled the pages of magazines like Harper's Weekly and others. After the war, Homer continued his career as an illustrator as he gained skill and recognition as a painter. It paid the bills. Some of his early paintings are based on sketches from the war, but he soon turned away from the bitterness of conflict, like much of the nation, to center his paintings on more idyllic scenes of everyday life, childhood pleasures, and courtship. He revisited Virginia in the mid-1870s, almost 15 years after the war. His attention as a man of 40, not a youth of 25, was again on scenes of everyday life, but this time as lived by African Americans, which leads us to our work of art, Sunday Morning in Virginia. The scene is of a teacher, 3 boys reading, and an older woman. The more finely dressed teacher and her purposeful but patient pose contrasts with the worn clothing of her students and weariness of the woman resting on her cane. Light falls on the teacher and her book. Many parallels can be drawn between light, knowledge, and what's possible with education. The students are painted in shadow with more subdued colors. The expressions vary. I see concentration and some confusion as the older boys try to read. This is hard, just like their present life is hard. Brilliant red draws our eyes to the older woman. Sometimes Homer used red in his work to signify danger. Is this a warning as well as acknowledgement of the past? Her face is turned away. How would you describe her expression? I've already called her weary. I also see it as wistful. Is she recalling times past and pondering what might have been? Let's not forget the youngest boy to the left. He seems to be seeking comfort. There were reasons for concern, if not fear. Reconstruction was ending. Union troops were leaving southern states. Even a young boy would have known that long-held attitudes and beliefs were largely unchanged. Reading for many was forbidden fruit not that long ago, because knowledge as power was denied slaves. Perhaps this explains why this is set inside instead of outside on a beautiful sunny day for all to see. Homer's subjects and style would change after this brief period when he looked back on the people and communities affected by the war. Other artists largely ignored or caricatured this subject. How fortunate we are to have this lovely painting. I wonder, was this an actual scene Homer witnessed, or a composite of many images he saw? Why did he paint it so small? It's only 18 by 24 inches. He did paint larger paintings. What book do you think they're reading? Penny for your thoughts.